Hi, I've thought a lot about my freshman year and what I might want to do in the future. So, freshman year overall was pretty decent. I would say it was more difficult than middle school, but still manageable. I adjusted pretty well. And I think my top three favorite classes would be biology, speech, and world history. Those three classes really taught me some good time management and they really pushed me while having a fun learning environment as well. And especially biology made me dive deeper into concepts that I didn't know, and it taught me how to teach myself some topics because I wouldn't understand a concept at first, so I'd have to definitely dive deeper into for me to get a full understanding of it. And biology made me rethink about becoming a doctor because I do want to work in the healthcare system. So it kind of confirmed to me that it is still something I'm interested in pursuing. But I'm still keeping an open mind for other careers, definitely. I mean, I can't put all my eggs in one basket, so that's good. I really, really like biology, and I've always been really passionate about science. Over the school year, I did volunteer at two places. I volunteered at Cross Point Church, and I volunteered at St. Andrew Catholic School. And at St. Andrew Catholic School, I tutored kids and I just cleaned around and played with them. And it was so much fun. Those kids were one of the sweetest kids I've ever met, which made me think of an idea for a project, which is teaching kids about mental health. I really want to make sure that kids understand that having problems with mental health is okay and that you can talk to others about it. I, w- I want these kids to reach out and for them to know that their mental health is important and to tell, you know, loved ones and like trusted adults about their feelings and if they're being bullied or not. Because I think that a lot of kids have the idea that keeping their feelings to themselves is a good thing and makes them strong, but that's not the case. Sometimes you need to express your feelings and express your emotions, and it's okay. So I'd really, really like to teach young kids about that. And then a second topic that I would like to have a project on is helping shelter animals find homes. I recently adopted a cat and I saw so many shelter animals that needed homes and that were at risk of euthanasia. So I think that I want to spread awareness about how there's so many animals out there that could be a perfect fit for your home that you just aren't thinking about because many people like to go to a breeder and find, you know, specific dog breed, but there's like mutts in the animal shelter that might not be as like desirable, even though they have the cutest faces and the best personalities, and you'd be giving an animal a second chance at having a good life. So that's another thing that I'd be really passionate about in doing like a project on. And my strengths, I would say, are being empathetic and a good listener. And that kind of ties in with my work style. I like to work in groups most of the time because I can learn new things from other people and like have different ideas and per different perspectives that I might have not thought of before. So that's why I like working in other groups. But I can work independently, especially if I want something done in a specific way. I'd prefer to work in by myself if I want to do it by myself and have it done like the way I want it. But I'm also a really hard worker. That's another strength I would say I have. And I put a lot of work and effort into my hobbies, especially like lifting. I recently got into weightlifting and it's a lot of fun. And I put in a lot of hard work doing that, knowing that my health is getting better from doing it and just increasing my overall quality of life. That's one thing I really like to do. And I also really, really enjoy crocheting. I've been crocheting for like maybe a few years now. And I put a lot of hard work into my projects. I usually make clothes and stuff. So I put a lot of time and effort into doing that. And then some weaknesses that I think I could work on are my confidence. I wouldn't say I'm like super, super confident. I'm like somewhat confident, but I still have to remind myself that, hey, like you can do anything that you put your mind to. and to just like stick to it. And another thing that I would like to improve on is definitely my speaking, or like my public speaking. I'd say, I mean, I took speech. Like I said, I took speech before, and it was all right. I mean, I did decent, but I'm still kind of 50-50 on public speaking. I'm still a little bit scared, and I feel like I could come up with better habits when speaking. So that's one thing I'd definitely like to improve on. And another thing I'd like to improve on is my leadership skills. I don't have too many experiences in leadership like positions, so definitely like if I did a project like this, it would definitely help with me becoming a better leader and leading with confidence and with kindness and organization. But overall, this project is a pretty good idea, I would say. It would definitely teach me a lot of new skills, and I'd be helping out the community, and I'd be getting a capstone diploma, which would help me get into the colleges and reach the goals that I want to. So